Welcome back to the Deep Dive. Today, we're trying something a little different.
We are. We're looking at the world through a pretty specific lens.
Yeah, through the brand voice of Voxel Micro Video Labs.
It's a way to test their whole philosophy, really.
Which is that a story isn't quite real until it's actually heard.
Until it's seen.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So here's the plan. We have a stack of very recent, very dense Civic updates from the city of Torrance.
Right, the raw data of city life.
We'll run through those, and then we'll look at how Voxel's technology, specifically their new project down in San Pedro, could, amplify all that information.
It's like a stress test. You've got the news, and you've got the engine designed to broadcast it.
Okay, let's start with that raw data.
Yeah.
The last 24 hours in Torrance, well, they've been heavy.
Heavy is the word. The city council agenda for tonight is just loaded with these huge structural changes.
Like what?
Well, the biggest one causing a stir is a proposal to dissolve or combine several of the citizen-led commissions.
Wait, citizen-led, you mean like the planning commission, things like that?
Yeah. Planning, library, environmental quality, even parks and recreation.
Wow. And the concern is that this reduces taxpayer oversight.
That's the argument, yeah. It streamlines things, but critics say it removes that democratic friction. And that's not the only point of tension.
What else is on there?
There's a vote on renaming Columbia Park, even though the commission itself recommended a delay to do a cost analysis.
So they might just push it through anyway.
It sounds like it. And there's even a proposal to end the annual Armed Forces Day parade.
End the parade? That's a huge tradition in Torrance.
It is. And on top of that, a really strict new ban on tarps and pop-up canopies on private property, stricter than what the Planning Commission even recommended.
It sounds like a lot of big decisions are happening very, very quickly.
But then you flip the coin, the Planning Commission meeting from yesterday, February 4th, was all about growth.
Oh, right. I saw that. A new coffee shop on Crenshaw.
A takeout ice cream spot on Van Ness, some home additions, just, small-scale local growth.
And then there's the Chamber of Commerce pushing for the Metro CK line extension.
So there's the disconnect. You've got these massive civic shifts, new businesses opening up, but all of this stuff often just exists in a PDF on a website.
There's a silence around it.
A heavy, dusty silence. That's the Voxel term for it. And it's exactly what their Donn Allan Experience project in San Pedro is built to solve.
Okay, let's unpack that. They're taking the historic 1922 JCPenney building
and turning it into a media engine. In the belly of this old department store, they've installed 16 professional Voxel studios.
And Voxel stands for volumetric pixel rate. That sounds pretty high-tech.
It is, but I think the real tech here isn't the camera resolution, it's the zero friction model.
What does that mean, zero friction?
It means the owner of that new ice cream shop we mentioned, she doesn't need to hire a film crew or learn video editing.
Okay.
She just walks into a studio, hits record, and tells her story. Then that story gets broadcast onto a massive 16 by 30-foot immersive digital wall that faces the street.
So the building itself becomes a broadcaster, a beacon.
That's what the founders call it. They want to heal the lonely entrepreneur.
I like that phrase. Because if you're that coffee shop owner or, a citizen who's upset about the parade being canceled, you do feel isolated.
You do. You hope someone walks past your door. Voxel wants to change that. They're turning an old stockroom for goods into a cathedral for stories.
So let's connect the dots. If this Voxel system were up and running in Torrance right now, how would it change that city council news?
We'll think about the parade. Instead of it being a line item in the meeting minutes, a group of citizens could use a studio to create this beautiful cinematic story about what the parade means to them.
And put that on the giant wall.
Exactly. Suddenly, everyone walking by has to look up from their phone. It forces engagement.
It democratizes production value.
It really does. You don't need a Hollywood budget to make the city listen or to make the entire neighborhood crave your ice cream. It replaces that silence with a roar.
It completely challenges that old idea of if you build it, they will come.
That doesn't work anymore. Now you need an engine to tell people you built it.
That's the Voxel philosophy right there.
And, it leaves us with one last provocative thought to wrap this all up.
Go for it.
If a city changes its laws or a new business opens its doors, but it never, ever appears on a screen, did it really even happen?
Something to think about the next time you walk past a quiet storefront. Thanks for listening to this deep dive.
See you next time.